What was the toughest challenge you encountered when you became CEO?
Oh, well.
It's problem after problem. Which is the toughest, man? Which one that you like didn't expect?
Well, I became CEO at the end of 2019. My first was the global pandemic.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah, so I mean,
you're like, why now? When Philip
like,
was good.
This is definitely what they call a baptism of fire.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, we had just weeks to really think about our whole proposition, right? So how do you take an international event of the scale that ours is and turn it into a digital experience? And I'd never done that before. So that was the first biggest challenge. But I mean, it's, you know, obviously the pandemic was a terrible time for a lot of people, and then a lot of people died. So it was incredibly sad.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, it was probably such a fast track in terms of leadership, because the things that you have to learn on the job really quickly in terms of leadership, how you lead people through a change like that, has really served me well. So I look back at it and shudder sometimes because it was a really tough time, but also it was a very informative time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Simon. You know, when you join a company, most times they have some sort of a manual, especially when you go to management. I knew when I started becoming a manager and things of that nature, they would have like, you know, like manuals and stuff like, hey, this is how we deal with problem A, problem B. There was no manual. Like, I guarantee you, the kid, when you got hired at kids, even the hire, they had no manual on how to deal with a global pandemic. Like, God damn, like, of all the problems that you could have dealt with in your first couple of years of taking the reins, I don't think anybody could have imagined a global pandemic as being one of them. Like, holy shit. Like,
yeah,
it caught everybody off guard. You know what I mean?
Wait, real quick. Did you still keep the digital? Do you guys still keep the digital product now that you guys perfected that? Do you have the digital offering along with the actual event?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably smaller in scale than it was, because there was, you know, we put everything behind this thing to make it a huge success. Yeah. But, you know, the byproduct of that is that we now have this digital product, which just creates more access for people who would never normally be able to come. So it's provided this democratization of what we do. And I think alongside that, you know, when I took on the job, one of my recommendations was that we need to start thinking about the influence of Cannes Lions throughout the year, not just this 1 week in June, right? So it was also an accelerant for that strategy. So we've moved into, you know, consultancy, and we have digital products, and it helped us see beyond the potential beyond the event. So it was good in many ways, challenging in many ways. Yeah.
Well, then that's perfect then, Simon, because they say, you know, every problem is only a problem until you solve it, right? And then once you solve it, now it becomes an asset. So now you have this digital product. Now technology is evolving at a rapid pace, right? And we're talking about how do we make the festival now a more immersive experience, a more transformative experience, not, like you said, not just for the 1 week that people are there, but throughout the year. So now